Hello students, today we are going to discuss the properties of alkene. Alkene generally already we have discussed that alkene is a unsaturated hydrocarbon having pi bond. So due to availability of pi bond, it shows electrophilic addition reactions. Mainly it shows electrophilic addition reaction. Because due to availability of pi electrons, so pi electron attracted by electrophile, so as it has double bonds, it shows electrophilic addition reaction. Then what are the physical properties of alkene? If you discuss physical properties, generally physical nature, if you discuss regarding the alkene, generally alkene are more polar. Alkene is more polar than alkane. Polarity, if you see, alkene is more polar than, this is the polarity. Alkenes are more polar than alkene, but alkenes are almost insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvent. And if you see C2 to C4 carbon, generally gas, alkenes are gas, and C5 to C18 generally liquid, and greater than C18 these are the solids. Alkenes having solids. Almost you know that alkenes, long chain hydrocarbon alkenes just behave as oil. These are also vegetable oils contain alkenes. Mainly it contains double bond. So alkenes are called olefins because they are used in oil making substance because having unsaturation. And these alkenes, if you see, these alkene has lower calorific value than alkane. In compared to alkane, it has low calorific value. Calorific value of alkene is less than alkane because the percentage of hydrogen is more in case of alkane compared to alkane. So this is the important that physical properties. Almost other properties remain same: low boiling point, low melting point, low density, almost same these things. Then what are the chemical properties? Chemical nature, if you discuss already, I have told you that this shows electrophilic addition reaction because it has pi bond. Alkene has pi bond. That's why electrophile attack to the pi bond. So it shows electrophilic addition reaction. So this is the main concept. What are the electrophilic addition reactions? You can write with hydrogen. Suppose hydrogenation, if you take one alkene, any alkene with hydrogen in presence of your nickel, and on heating different nickel, palladium, platinum metals, it will produce alkane. That is, alkane produce alkane. So alkane means here, as it has this one hydrogen will be added here because already these two bonds, it may be hydrogen, it may be any alkyl group, but as this bond breaks, so two hydrogen, this will be added for these addition reactions. So double bond breaks forming single bonds and hydrogen will added in both sides. So this is converting alkane. This is called alkane, and this is your alkene. And this reaction is also called hydrogenation, addition of hydrogen. Then second reaction is with halogen. If you see, suppose CH2 double bond CH2 plus X2, any X2 if you use carbon tetrachloride use as solvent, then product will be CH2X single bond CH2X. This is addition reaction forming dihalo alkane. Dihalo alkane will be formed from alkane. then ethane. And dihaloalkane means it is any halogen that we use, it is as it is 2 carbon, so ethane, 3 carbon propane, like this in this form. Similarly, you can this the very important thing is addition of this compound. So it has double bond. If you add halogen, if you add X2, then it produce that this side X and this side X and T. Many transform will be formed. Trans product will be obtained because X when attached to this side. So generally what happens? This group is not free to attack same side. Since syn that is syn means same side. Same that is cis product is not possible. This type because it is the group is cyclic group. So one side is not this particular this side is covered by this group, so that it cannot be added in one produce, so it can add to opposite side. So cyclic compound during addition it is always produce trans product, not cis. Cis is generally not produced. This is very important, you can remember this. So this is called addition, and the reactivity you see is fluorine. If you see the reactivity, fluorine greater than chlorine, greater than bromine, greater than iodine. This is the reactivity. Then very important thing, that is if with halogen acid, if you see with halogen acid, suppose CH2 double bond CH2 with HX, the product will be plus and minus. Here as H plus will attack, suppose this side attack H plus, then this side is X. The result is CH2X and CH3. Haloalkane. This is haloalkane. And this is ethane. So formation of haloalkane depends upon the number of carbon of the alkane, and this is called this, and this is symmetrical. This alkane we can say it is symmetrical. And it is symmetrical, so X can be added any side. X can be added also any carbon. But if it is unsymmetrical, let it be CH3 CH double bond CH2. This is propane, which is unsymmetrical. As it is unsymmetrical, during addition of let it be HBr, then product will be H plus and Br minus. Br minus attack to the secondary position. So product will be CH Br CH3. Br minus goes to this carbon, H will this carbon. So this type of element, the addition takes place. Here why? But because when this bond breaks towards CH2, then CH2 because it produce secondary carbocation. So this is secondary. This carbon is secondary. As secondary carbocation is more stable than primary, so always bromine adds in secondary position. It may be tertiary, depends upon the alkene taken. For example, if you take this alkene, if HBr you are, then what happens? Br minus H plus Br minus go to this side, H to this side, because it will become, this carbocation will be more stable. After breaking up this bond, it will produce carbocation. Carbocation will be more stable. So the product will be CH3, CH3, C, Br, CH3. This is a major product. You see your major. And this rule, addition of unsymmetrical alkene with any addendum having negative charge, the negative charge attached to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. This contains 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen. This contains no hydrogen, 2 hydrogen. Always negative part will attach to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. That is called Markovnikov's rule. The rule is called Markovnikov's rule. Addition reaction always follow Markovnikov's rule. As per the Markovnikov's rule, that the rule states that during addition of unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the addendum attached to the carbon or fixed to the carbon which has less number of or lower number of hydrogen atoms. As it has one hydrogen, so Br minus attached this side. As it has no hydrogen, Br attached this side. So this is called Markovnikov's rule. It will follow in all case of addition reaction of unsymmetrical alkene. So this is very important that Markovnikov's rule applicable. Then another thing also we can take, that anti-Markovnikov's rule also we can use. Anti-Markovnikov's rule. Anti-Markovnikov's rule. What is anti-Markovnikov's rule? That means takes place in presence of peroxide. Peroxide is generally C6H5CO OO CO C6H5 benzyl peroxide. This benzyl peroxide used as initiator, free radical initiator. That's why the reaction takes place just opposite of Markovnikov's rule. How for examples, if you take CH3 CH double bond CH2 plus HBr in presence of peroxide, pH CO equal to O2. This is benzyl peroxide. This is called benzyl peroxide. pH CO equal to O2. This benzyl peroxide, then reaction will be just opposite. CH3 CH2, then CH2 Br. This is your major product. This is your major product. 1 bromo. 1, 2, 3. 1 bromopropane is formed. Here 2 bromo. This is the 2 bromo. 2 bromopropane is formed, but here is 1 bromopropane is formed. So this is anti-Markovnikov's rule. Anti-Markovnikov's rule is applicable in case of peroxide. If alkene is added with halogen acid in presence of peroxide. But here without peroxide. Without peroxide is called Markovnikov's rule. With peroxide is called anti-Markovnikov's rule. It is also called peroxide effect. It is also called peroxide effect. It is also called peroxide effect. It is also called Kharas effect. The CH Kharas effect. It is also called Kharas effect. It is also called peroxide effect. Three names: anti-Markovnikov's rules, Kharas effect, or peroxide effect. These are the opposite of Markovnikov's rule. Addition reaction of alkene. Then number 4 with halogen acid. Number 4 you can take that. If you take CH3 CH double bond CH2 HOH hypohalose acid, the product will be same CH3 CHOH and CH2X. OH will be attached to secondary position. This is the secondary position because it will be minus, it will be plus. It will be minus, it will be plus. So OH attached to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. Markovnikov's rule. Rule is Markovnikov's rule. Always you follow Markovnikov's rule when the alkene is unsymmetrical. In case symmetrical, any position you can fix. With hypohalose acid, then with halogen, with hydrogen, with halogen acids, with sulfuric acid also. If you take this is CH double bond CH2 with sulfuric acid, same type of reaction occurs. Here CH3, CH, here SO4H, then other side CH3. This is bisulfate. That is 1, 2, 3, 2 position. 1, 2, 3, 2 position is bisulfato. 2 bisulfato propane or isopropyl bisulfate SO4H. This can be because this is carry H, HSO4 minus, this is minus, this is plus. That's why negative part attached to the negative part attached to this carbon, and hydrogen will this. This is the mechanism. So with sulfuric acid, with hypohalous acid, with halogen, with halogen acids, we have discussed. Then very important thing is that is oxidation of alkene. Oxidation means you can also one example combustion CH2 double bond CH2 plus oxygen on heating produce CO2 plus water. So this reaction is called combustion reaction, forming carbon dioxide and water. And other combustion reaction, other oxidation reaction you can take. If CH2 double bond CH2 plus K-4 oxidizing agent using K-4 in alkaline medium, the product is CH2 single bond CH2 OH, that is called glycol. This is called glycol. Ethylene glycol, as it is to ethene, derivative of ethene is ethylene glycol, and this oxidation is oxidation of alkene in presence of K-4. But if the reaction will be strongly heated, if the same reaction, if it will be heated strongly using MnO4 minus in presence of Vase, and it may produce, it breaks and convert to formic acid, 2 molecular formic acid. It takes place on strong heating. On more heating, it may be converted to acids. So alkene can convert to glycol. This is called glycol. Alkene can convert to acids. It depends upon the reagent used, whether in low temperature or at high temperature. So this is very important regarding the oxidation. And here what happens? The pink color of K-4 become colorless. Become color. This is one identification, one test of alkene. And the same if we use bromine water, CH2 double bond CH2 and bromine water also acts as oxidizing agent. It oxidizes to single bond CH2CH and bromine. Here also reddish brown color. Reddish brown color become colorless. This is also one test of alkene. When any alkene is treated with the bromine water, it gives dibromoalkane and this dibromoalkane is also colorless. That's why reddish brown color become colorless. And another important test of is ozonolysis, that is called ozonolysis. When alkene undergo ozonolysis in the first step with O3 and second step with zinc and water hydrolysis, product will be remembered, this will break and oxygen will be added, CH2O plus CH2O. Here O will be added by the oxidation. So this is from methanol. 2 molecules of methanol will be formed. But this compound can be, suppose you take one CH3 whole 2C double bond CH2, same O3 first step and second step is zinc and water. If you use zinc and water, your method is same. This part will be O and O. So what is the product? If O, then product will be CH3 whole 3 CO, that is ketone, plus formaldehyde, HCl. This is your acetone and this is methanol. So you have to think, what will be the product on oxidation of alkene by ozone? You have to divide the double bond into two parts, just adding oxygen. So CH3CO, CH2O, 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 this is the last product of the ozonolysis. So you have to remember. So this is regarding ozonolysis and oxidation of alkene by direct oxygen combustion using KMnO4, pink color decolorages, blue water decolorages. This is the one important test of or oxidation reaction of alkene. Okay, you complete next part. Then polymerization. Alkene shows polymerization reaction. For example, you know this is your ethene. Ethene, n number of ethene when undergo polymerization. Polymerization means the number of molecules will be added. Either it will be addition reaction or condensation reaction. But generally alkene shows addition reactions. So this alkene, this is ethene. When polymerizes produce polyethene, which is the extended formula, polyethene. And similarly, if you take propene, is very important. This is the polymerization reaction. Same do polymerization, product will be CH, single bond CH2, and here CH3 extended position. And as CH3 not taking part in the reaction, it will be just remain as a branch form. So CH3, CH, this side will be extended for polymerization. CH, CH2 double bond becomes single bond. So this is polypropene. This is your propene. So polymerization reaction also, because this method we are using in the preparation of rubber and your rubber and PAN, polyacrylonitrile types of polymer, rubber polymer, PAN, and also polythene. Different types of addition. These are addition polymer. So different types of addition polymer can be prepared by using polymerization techniques. So as it has double bond compound, unsaturated compound generally shows polymerization reaction. So these are very important properties, chemical properties of alkene. You practice this thing, requires some writing practice. You have to practice, you have to write several times and try to remember what are the change, what are the functional group change takes place during the reaction by which reagent. So you have and some important test also, observation also remember. Okay, thank you.